Seaborn, and this is my presentation. The audience and facilitator. These speakers directly addresses individuals with a fluency disorder and not necessarily the caretakers. The facilitators of this support group were Kenny and Shafe. They both are childhood friends who share a common denominator, which is stuttering. So they decided to form a support group to help others who also have a stuttering or a fluency disorder. So the three major kinds of support that they address in this support group were how those with a fluency disorder cope with their daily life, work, school, and also engaging in public speaking. So what were some common complaints? So these common complaints are broken up into two groups. The first group will be how people with normal speech fluency treat and view those with speech. The second group will be how the speech therapists play a role into those who have a fluency disorder. So a normal speech fluency will treat those with a stuttering or a fluency disorder. They may tend to laugh at those who stutter, which call those who stutter feel like they feel afraid. Someone may stare at someone who stutter or give them a certain look, which causes them to feel like they're a failure to themselves. Or they may say a insensitive statement that may be undermine that person who has a stuttering impairment. Or the person may, put them in a stereotype by society and treat them like they don't belong into society, or quote unquote may treat them like they are a other in society. Or people may continue hanging up in their face because they don't feel that because they are stammering over their words, that because they can't be understood, they just want to hang up in their face. Okay, so on the speech therapy aspect, most speech therapists have no experiences living with a fluency disorder, while some speech therapists the daily struggles very well. So the overall goal for a speech therapist is pretty much to teach those who feel that things that are impossible, that they can't overcome those impossible tasks. How those with a fluency disorder cope with daily life. They can not allow their stuttering to prohibit them to interact and socialize with others. They can constantly practice and make things easier. And most importantly, they can open up about their fluency disorder up front, which will help the audience to understand as well as take the pressure off the person who's stuttering as well. They can also understand that you can control other people's reactions, but you can control how you handle them as well. How can a person with a fluency disorder cope with work and school? Someone with a fluency disorder should understand that even though they have this type of disorder, that they can work in an industry or a occupation that they choose to work in, and also that they're not alone, that they do have support, and that there are some known celebrities, politicians, and so forth and so on that that has a stuttering disorder. For example, Steve Harvey, he struggled with stuttering. Samuel L. Jackson, as well as James Earl Johnson, who was in the line as Simba's father, that they also stuttered with this same. They also had difficulties with the same exact thing, but they overcame it because they had the type of support and help along with them along the way. Okay, so also know that stuttering can and should help a person with developing resilience and also creativity, and also building that vast vocabulary as well. How those with a fluency disorder engage in public speaking. So a person with a fluency disorder should very, very much so prepare for their presentation to avoid the stuttering to occur when presenting those presentations. So you want to go ahead and practice beforehand to assure that you will present your best performance at all times. A person with a fluency content as well as the audience. And also you should be keep talking when you doing your presentation, even though you may stutter a little bit. You just keep talking and flowing through your speech, even though you may break down your words, so you won't have to start all over again. And then when the break comes, apologize and move on. So don't feel embarrassed if you actually do that. Okay. So that concludes my presentation. Here's my reference to my video that I watched. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation and have a good day. Take care.